Hey guys, making another tier list video. Alright, first things first, Abrams. S tier. Character's really good. Best frontliner, or one of the top 3 frontliners. Really good pin. Sustain is really good. His gun hurts a lot. Ult has good use for mid, and his charge also has really good mid secure. So that makes him solid. Apollo A. Really good character early game to mid game. His late game is a little weak, but he does have a curse, which is something that can be quite massive. The only issue is that like damage reduction phase. You can kind of mess up some combos with some other characters. Okay, next Bebop. B. Bebop's like okay. He's not a premium pick. He got that little buff for the 20% health for his uppercut, but that's about it. He's still normal. Bomb Bop's like meh. Gun Bop is like also meh. He's still got Hyper Beam, which is part of the, and Hook, which is his biggest selling points. Which Hyper Beam is really good for objectives, and Hook's just, really good displacement. Billy, S tier, Chain Gang, one of the best setup tools available for like a team wipe or a lot of team spells, AoE. It also is a slowing hex. He's also very tanky, very healthy. Rising Ram still really good escape tool. Blasted, obviously, you can get some pretty insane stacks if you get a crazy Chain Gang. You can probably get like 700 off of a max 1 and a max Blasted. So yeah, Billy's still really insane. Calico, B tier. Character's kind of meh. They added the cat boxes that you can do as Calico, but like sometimes you get stuck there if you don't time it right and everything. So Calico is still kind of just not it. Celeste, top of the S tier list. Broken character, 35% built-in lifesteal on her 1 because you're gonna put 2 points in. Has permanent uptime on Lot Eater. Her bullets ricochet. She's very floaty. She has a shield. She has spirit damage amp, for which then increases her spirit lifesteal that she gets, and then now it turns into this entire circle. Now all her abilities do more damage, and her torment does more damage. Yeah, it's just a whole lot. I ain't gonna lie. Dorman, A tier. Super solid character. Still has, doors. Doors are still really, really good, right? You can magically show up from one place to another. Still a really, really solid character. Dorman probably has the best peel in the game, in my opinion, with Cart and Ult, and is also really good at canceling others. Drifter, B tier. The isolation was his only change that he got. He's still like a solid pick. I wouldn't say he's like the best though. Ult still really good, disruptive, and people can't see, so they're scared, and there's a reason to be scared when you can't see. Dynamo, C tier. Character is kind of meh. The gun build is like the only viable build on him, and then you transition to the ult build, but it's still like Dynamo. You still have to hit that stomp, which if people have the reaction time for it, they will just jump over it, which is a little sad. Graves, B tier. The reason why she's B tier is simply because of her 3. Her 3 makes her really solid if they have a lot of attack damage, plus the ghouls is really good. The ghouls do a lot of damage, and Jar of Dead and Toxic, alright, you're kind of like whittle them down slowly and just steal, but if you're into like a spirit character, like this character's just gonna flop over like a fish. GT, he's got a lot of buffs. I'd probably put him the same here. He's okay. Alright, if you can get your owl stacking, you can turn into the craziest thing ever. If not, then you're basically kind of just, a curse trap bot that throws a couple of damaging arrows. Haze, same with Bebop, B tier. I'll probably put Drifter higher than Calico. Haze is B tier, knife, sleep setup. Metal Skin is obviously a really big counter. She got nerfed with the curse change where it lost 15 weapon % damage, and now it's -8. The capacitor build is still good though, but losing that curse change for them just metal skinning is quite massive. Holiday, A tier. Lasso's really good. You can take people across the map with it. Barrel still does really solid damage. You're very mobile. Holiday's laning phase is like kind of only her weakness, but it's not even that. Laning phase got made a lot easier, so it's not even that bad. Infernus, I'll put him in D tier. I just played a game with him. Infernus has so many counters. Spirit Res basically makes it whereas Afterburn does no damage. When that new change came out for the armors now, where it's at a higher percentage, so and a lot more resist for the big part of the toxic bullets now. Dispel Magic is now also Spirit Res, so after burning that also does way less damage after you build your burn, so now you can just instantly cleanse it, which that's not a debuff remover did. Divine Barrier is a big one. There's just a lot of good ways to get rid of afterburn. And so that's kind of why I'm first a little bit down here. Ivy, S tier. Character's really broken. That new healing change for her Watcher's Covenant does a lot of wonder for her, I'm not gonna lie. Then you pair that with 2, and now you have a whole chain of gunners that are now have Vampiric Burst basically worth of healing combined with them, because there's 3 of you guys shooting. So, and yeah, it's really good. Plus, AoE silence cannot get removed by Dispel Magic, and Counterspell does not stop Ivy ult because it expands too long for it to actually do anything, which is kind of weird. Might be a bug. Anyway, Kelvin, he's like solid. He really is more like better in comp in my opinion. The amount of people that just run away from fights, which would have been crazy dumbs, is kind of insane. I'm not gonna lie, it's like pretty bad. But you know, 90% Ice Path Spirit on max, insane amount of spirit. That is more spirit than probably anything in the game. Because Boundless only gives you 35 plus 15%, whatever that is. So if 15, you would need to be like 400 spirit to make Boundless like worth more, which is absurd to think about. Yeah, that's what makes Kelvin so strong, because his dome scales off the spirit too. Heal grenades scale really well. Arctic beam scales pretty well. So yeah, Kelvin, just only reason why he's not S tier is straight up because his dome is hard to hit in just matchmaking. Guys, A tier, really solid frontliner. Still has probably the best ult in the game, unironically, because you can just spawn in another HP pool right next to you. Really solid thing. Lash, B tier. Lash got a couple of changes, right? Which was his 1 is no longer as flexible it was. His 3 got nerfed with Flog, but QSR semi makes it up for that. He still has his ult of Doom. Still really good roaming, but I think people are starting to get more aware of roaming, so it's not as good as it used to be, because it used to just randomly show up and slam. But I think people got more used to the Lash. McGinnis, D tier. Characters got all her spirit stuff nerfed. She sucks as support. The only thing she's really good at is like if you play her gun. But yeah, she kind of got hit hard by that spirit nerf, because also with the 4.8k change, so your medicinal Spencer just does not last as long as it used to at all. So pretty bad. Mina, S tier. Character, insane power spike, insane camp clearing on the enemy side. Bats, really good. Silence AoE ult, really good. Really solid character. You know, the sustain she has from Rake 2, she's just really good. Mirage, A tier. Mirage, the only thing that really boosted him up is none of his items really got changed with the thing. The only change that happened was basically the camps got changed and a little bit of the fire rate, but that doesn't matter as much. But with camps being easier to clear, that actually boost up Mirage's speed clear time, which was his biggest struggle, was taking camps. Mo, D tier. Character kind of sucks, I'm gonna be honest. It requires a lot more setup from your team. There's a lot of counters to it. Rescue beam, cube, you know, stun. Alright, you kind of have to really be swinging pretty heavy with this character and like catch him out if you want the character to be solid. But Mo's laning phase, from what I've seen, like you just play around his score and you can kind of just put him down and like a dog. Poor Mo. I think he needs a little love. Paige, A tier. Character solid. Shield, really good laning phase, good combo potential, healing, stun. With ult, that is global. She's a DB buyer really early, so she's pretty solid. Paradox, S tier, super good character. Swap, no cooldown. Really good laning phase. Damage amp. Combos that will probably surprise you why you just got one-shotted. Headhunter, really good item on her to help secure that. And yeah, just paradoxical swapping on no cooldown is what makes it really so much better, because it's 1 ability point for minus 15 seconds. Meanwhile, Holidays is 8 ability points that you have to invest for minus 30 seconds. So, big difference. Pocket. I'm just gonna put him B tier. I don't really see that many pockets popping off. Affliction's still good, right? It's a good AoE ability. Pocket still has, you know, it's a really tricky character. Either you can do really well in the lane because you're playing Pocket, or you will just feed because you're minus 15 spirit res, and that is not ideal. But, you know, if you can get past that, and currently with the new one, right, people aren't using Magic Leap anymore for it, so it's a new playstyle for Pocket. But, yeah, I don't know. I just haven't seen that many good pockets. Rem, A tier. Solid character, gives spirit res. A lot of these characters that do a lot of damage do use spirit damage. So, Rem gives 23 with 3 points. He can also push out a wave pretty easily with the little helpers. Nap time, his ultimate, also is a slowing hex, allowing them not to use any movement abilities, so really good setup. You can also set up after the sleep and combo stuff. He does have access to the underground boxes, which can spawn in like an extra 4k souls and probably in 5 minutes, so really good. That would normally not be able to be accessible. You know, he's also got a really solid lane too. 7, B tier. 7 has a weak early game. Very weak early game. He's a 1 HP person, so it feels a little bad. He's not as bad as he used to be because of the healing change. That now we're getting more healing from being pushed in, so we don't have to worry about dying as easily underneath the tower, especially with Mystic Shot being nerfed a long time ago. So yeah, he's just solid if you can get him out of lane. That's probably the big thing. Shiv, S tier. Shiv has not. He's gotten nerfs to base, but Rage just fixes that right back up. He's not as oppressive as he used to be, but, you know, having an execution that basically gets rid of people's HP bar by, I think it's 25%, is quite good, especially to tanky people. Bloodletting, taking damage over time, you know, Death Stance and all these other items that have this have always been bought because that's just how good they are. Anything that lets you take damage over time usually has a huge benefit to it. And then, yeah, Slice and Dice just hits for like a truck if you get hit by both of them. And you probably will if they go Arctic Blast. Silver, S tier character. Silver's laning phase got buffed. Her wolf form got nerfed, but her wolf form was already overtuned, so that didn't even matter that she slightly got nerfed in it. Now she's just a really good all-around character. Bulla, slowing hex just built into her kit. Her 1 hits like a truck, just transform, boom, someone's instantly dead. And then now you're just this really tanky, big HP wolf that does a lot of damage that you can't run away from because all Silver needs to buy is just catch-up items. Very interesting. But yeah, this character is definitely broken. I would actually probably put her higher than Abrams and Billy. I would probably also put Shiv higher up here, depending on your Shiv, if they know how to right click. If not, if they don't know how to right click, I'd put them back down here. Sinclair, C tier. Characters, okay. Bulk build is very hard to do. The ult build is a lot easier with the bunny, right? But you still require so many souls to get the setup going, or you need like a Billy chain gang or something to really set you up with it to do all the absurd stuff that you want to do. But once he gets out of, like, I don't know, 20k souls, Sinclair can actually really start to become super disruptive and hard to deal with. Venator, I'm gonna put this guy top of A tier. Definitely in front of Apollo. Venator, pure physical damage. Yeah, I feel like when you play this character, you just get empowered by yourself by looking at him and playing him. Really solid character. 50% anti-heal on an ability is really good. He has trap. He has really good ways to deal with frontliners. He has true damage and executes. He does not have that weak of a laning phase. He has really good clear speed. Bender's really solid. Victor, D tier. probably put these characters all the way back here. He just really bad laning phase, really hard to get online. You know, once you get online, you can start feeling really strong. But some people will just buy Curse, and now you're sad because you're cursed and you can't press your 2 and your 1, and then you fall apart. There goes your ult. But if you can get this character ahead somehow, he is really, really good. Like, insanely good. Vindicta, C tier. Character requires lots and lots of snowballing in order to become insane. But once this character does snowball, she can probably take over the game very easily. But knockdown, phantom strike, all these items that they can be bought to counter you, swap. There's so many things that take you out of flight, so it's pretty bad. Viscous, D tier. Lost cube, immunity, or to remove ults. His only good build is punch, which punch is parryable. So yeah, I mean, you have to learn so much tech just to drive a gushing ball. Not worth it. Viper, D tier, probably above these guys. Viper is like, he's got his weird early phase, then he's got this terrible mid-game phase unless you really come out ahead in lane. Yeah, Viper is just like kind of weak, and he's also like, the way he's being played right now is like your last option for pick. Warden, B tier. Character straight up, not B tier, A tier. I would say he's a little bit weaker than the M1s compared to the rest of these guys. But the big thing for Warden is, you know, he's still Warden. Really, alchemical flask, -1 stamina, really good. Really good combos with Cage. Ult still really good for defending objectives, and he does still pump a lot of gun damage. So. But I would say Warden would probably lose a 1v1 to any of these other characters in equal souls. Wraith. D tier. Definitely not less than these guys, though. I'll put her ahead of Mel. Wraith kind of has that struggle fest where her laning phase is super weak. She needs a lot of items to get ahead and to get online. But when she does, she can really take a game home. That's kind of like the whole selling point for this character is you become this crazy mixed machine at the very end. Yamato, I would probably put at the top of B tier. Yamato got a nice little compensation buff with her 1 right now, but where it scales with spirit. But Apollo kind of just does her job better, which is like the biggest issue. The only thing that she even has like better for her is she has the unstoppable thing, and she game's a lot tanky. But yeah, like I said, she kind of just gets outclassed by Apollo. Anyway, guys, that's my tier list. You know, let me know if you agree with some or disagree. You know, but this is for my perspective on pro play / matchmaking. Most of this is like these characters down here. I would probably say it is just kind of a mixed bag for them both. All right, see you guys.